Hi guys, today I'm going to upgrade one of my driveway markers. This is just a bit of batten that's been painted white. I've got a couple of them up the side of the drive just to help see where the edge of the drive is when it's dark. We haven't got any lights or anything like that, and it can be very difficult not to end up reversing up the drive and landing on the grass. So a white stick kind of works, but it's still a bit tricky to see. So I've ordered a couple of amber bike reflectors off of eBay. They came from Hong Kong. It took about 3 months to arrive. I didn't actually think they were going to arrive, but they have. And I'm going to fix these to the batten with 6mm prong T-nuts. These are the right thread for the stud on the back of the reflectors. I'm quite lucky actually that the length of the stud happens to be just short enough that I'll be able to drill all the way through and I won't have to offset them. I thought I might have to, but I'm not going to have to. So the tools I'm going to need for the job, I'm going to need something I can measure out the centre of the batten to get the position, obviously a pencil to mark it, a small drill to pilot so the wood doesn't split too much, and an 8mm drill which is the perfect size for the outer portion of the prong T-nut. And I will need a hammer as well in a minute to bash it in. So let's start. I've already been a bit cheeky. I've already measured. Well, let's start again. I'm going to measure the width of the batten, which is 48mm. So half of that is 24. So set combination square for 24. Let's mark the top and mark in from the side. Hopefully you can see that. Just double check the other side. The light's probably not very good in here, I'm afraid. And that will be where I'm going to drill through. The reflectors are slightly bigger than the size of the batten, so there'll be a bit of overlap, but I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm going to take this over to the drill press now, and I'm going to pilot it and then put the 8mm drill through. Right, I'm at the drill press. I've already set the height of the table so that I've got clearance. I'm just going to put the pilot drill in first. Neat little tip, I expect many of you will already know this. Quite useful to have your chuck key on a bit of cable, a bit of string or a chain or something like that attached to something. I've got it attached to the body of the drill, just so that if for some reason you do leave the chuck key in and you switch the drill on, this can be launched quite well. It's not so bad on small drills, but on things like lathes and stuff like that, it can quite safely throw a chuck key across the workshop and into someone or out the window. So at least this way, the furthest it's going to travel is about a foot. It probably still hit me, but hopefully it won't go out through the window. Right, I've got a reasonably high speed set on the drill because I'm using a very small drill, so you can set the speed high. I've got a little block of wood underneath just to go through. Not going to get through, not going to bottom out on the table. Let's just find the center point. Just touch into the wood and you can see whether you're in line. Let's turn the drill on and we'll drill the pilot. What we will do if I can press the button. Okay, when drilling with wood, it's not so important with quite a small drill, but it's quite prudent to sometimes back the drill back out so you clear the flutes. Again, it's not such much of a problem with a soft wood, but could be a bit of an issue with with a hardwood. I don't know, to be fair, I don't know if you really need to do it in wood. It's practice I've used in when drilling metal, and I kind of brought it along with me. So I could be talking out of my backside, but I've always done it that way. Set the table up again for the 8mm drill. I'm just going to change the speeds on the drill because we want to run it a little bit slower. So this little drill. It's an Aldi special. So it is German engineering, but it's probably the very cheaper end of German engineering. But it's done me quite well so far. I've had it a few months and it seems to work. So I'll probably do a review on it one day, maybe after I've had it a year, see whether it's still drilling nicely. Actually, I mean, I can't see that drill's a bit bent, which is not helpful. But the chuck actually does turn quite nicely. It's not offset or anything like that. It seems to be quite good. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got a slightly bent drill there, which is not really showing that off to its best. Let's have a look. Okay. All right. So we've got a hole all the way through. I'll just clean that up with a little bit of sandpaper, and then we'll go back to the bench and we'll knock the T-nuts in. Okay, we're back here at the bench and it's time to knock the T-nuts in. We've got a nice big heavy block of wood just to bear against. Hopefully it will just help sort of absorb the hit from the hammer. So then place that in, give it a good fair hit, and as you can see, it's gone in quite well. It's not as if we're trying to hold anything really heavy in here. So I'm not going to try and really whack it in there or anything like that. At the end of the day, if one of these comes out, I'll put it back in. These aren't stainless, so I don't really want to hit it too many times, because the more you hit it, the more of these ink coating will come off. So I'm going to probably put something over the top of that and help protect it. But again, they're a couple of pence. These are 99 pence. There's a half chance that the zinc coating on the threaded portions on there will probably rust out in no time anyway. Had to hit that twice. Hit it offset the first time. Right, so both the T-nuts are in, and now it's just a case of winding those in. And like I said, there's enough clearance that we can have both of them in the same bit. Alright, just pinch it up tight so it doesn't come undone. And that's it, and that's my new reflector. So hopefully now when I reverse up the drive, the side lights will reflect off of this, and I'll actually be able to see what I'm doing, because the white paint, it does work, but it's not super clear, especially on wet days when your mirrors are wet and your windows are wet. So let's go back to the up to the drive, give it a hit, and I'll show you what it looks like.